All right, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, look them up. I got 300. We have 355 stories. They're fun. They're funny. They're sad. Look them up. I love them all. They're my babies. Now people are asking me questions. So you want to ask me a question? I'll answer it on here. Go to this website. Okay. RSB. Not website. I'm sorry. Just go to this address. RSB. Right, is that okay? RSBCopStories@gmail.com. It's no fun doing this and going like this, right? Okay. Anyway, so go to that website and or email me at this particular location, okay? All right. So now I'm continuing this segment on supervisors, the good, the bad, and the ugly, to quote a famous movie. Okay. I gave a bunch of good ones, and now I'm going to get into the bad ones. The bad ones are pretty good. The good ones is nice, touchy-feely, everything's good. You love everybody, loves everybody. Kumbaya. But now I get into the real nuts and bolts here, where you won't see anywhere else but here, man. No one's going to talk about this. Nobody wants to, I don't call it bad-mouthing. I call it an education in incompetence. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. EI, right? Anyway, so here we go. Okay, we'll start with one. Okay, this is when I'm in patrol, and we have about, I probably have about 2 years on the department, maybe 2.5, and I'm working with a Latino partner. I got a really nice supervisor, but we got split up because we've been together a while, and now I'm working with another officer and working the 4 to midnight shift, okay? And I work with a Caucasian officer because, like I told you before in my stories, and where I worked, they mixed, they had salt and pepper teams. It's the same when I worked in South Los Angeles. They put a white officer with a black officer, or in my case, a white officer with a Latino officer. That way you can get more out of your Latin officers. So I'm working with a big guy, linebacker, huge. Okay, I'm 6'4". At that time I was about 225. He's 6'5", like 240. Just a massive guy. Doesn't like spiders. So look up that story in Spiders. He's not a bad. That's a pretty good one. He got scared, and the guy scared him with a spider, and he was off and running. So it's another story altogether. But anyway, good guy. So we had a supervisor. Here's a bad one. I'll call him Sergeant S. Okay. When I mean bad one, I mean that when you go to a call, if you're parked too far away from the curve, in a hot call like a family dispute or somebody beating their wife or whatever, after it's over, he'll be standing outside waiting and say, "You parked too far away." Okay, really? Okay. In those days, they had a big thing about wearing our hats. Okay, I don't know what somebody up there in the command had a thing about hats. Why don't you wear hats everywhere? Well, that's fine if you're going to get out like Adam 12. You know, you get out of your car and you got a couple out front of the house and you put your stick away like chips. You never noticed chips? Every suspect gave up. They never used their sticks. Never used pepper spray. It was all, vanilla police work. No. In the real world, it's ugly. Put your hat on, walk up, what's happening? That's nice for Adam 12. It's nice for chips. Not in the real world. Pull up, you pull up to a family dispute, and there's a couple on the lawn wrestling, okay? Okay, you got to stop it, okay? So you jump out of your car, and you get them separated, and you handcuff everybody. It's a domestic dispute or whatever it may be. Get them hooked up. Another black and white shows up to help you. You walk them to the car. Here comes this Sergeant S. How come you have your hats on? Are you kidding me? It's like, what? And so what he does, he puts it in his log, Sergeant's log, because we're under his jurisdiction or whatever. And then it goes to the lieutenant. Everybody reads it. It goes to the captain, because the captain reads the law. Now it looks like we're running around like a bunch of crazy. We're not. We're just busy. Which I tell them, it's a hot call. I don't care about that. Get your hats out. Oh, my God. So, okay. And he was doing that to all the people that work for him. Or he would just jump track and go after some other officers from another supervisor. Then you watch this guy and another good supervisor, in fact, my old one from the last segment, arguing because he's stepping over the line going after this other sergeant's troops. They're having a supervisory chewing out in there. We're all going, oh, man, So that's the kind of stuff this guy was doing. Really, we call chicken ass. Really bad, okay? Parking wrong. We get I'll give you a classic, okay? I saw this myself. Bank robbery in progress, okay? Armed suspects. We're all rolling, okay? We pull up as I see a couple of guys get out of their cars. One officer's got a shotgun. The other guys, they're running with their guns out towards the bank. We jump out of our car. I've got the shotgun. My partner's, we're running towards the bank. And then we see guys running into the bank. We're outside looking for, for a getaway car, and we're stopping cars in the parking lot. A lot of things go off here. It's not like TV. This is important stuff. So, turns out that the alarm was accidentally hitting the bank. Okay, that's fine. At least it works. Anyway, so everybody's coming out. We're walking back to our cars, and I'm offloading the shotgun. Because we don't put one in the chamber until we actually might need it. And here comes that supervisor. Oh, where are your hats? And after a while, you get froggy. You go, well, they're in the car. I'm kind of busy. Yeah, they're busy. All right. I told you once before, last month, I told you about your hats. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so a bad one, okay? Here's what happens to bad supervisors. It's one of my stories. We're in a coffee room, and this division had one little report writing room for two guys to sit and do reports. Everybody did their reports in the coffee room. Had like 6 tables in there, pretty good sized room, sink, you know, refrigerator, the typical coffee room. But all cops are in there doing their reports because no place else to do them. He comes in. Everybody hated him. Okay, we hated him. Everybody hated him. And I've told you this before. You've been at work, somebody walks into a room like that and starts talking to nobody in particular. He just walks in and goes, yeah, you know, I went to play golf last week, you know. Did anybody ask you? Does anybody give a crap? I mean, really, we're like, I'm doing reports, we look at each other, my partner going, what's wrong with him? Okay, I don't know. We just got a brand new Litton microwave. Huge. It looked like a freaking TV set. Okay, it's like this big, you know. The big old metal door you gotta pull. Anyway, it's first generation, okay, with a dial, you know, and all that. So he walks in, and again, he's talking about, oh, one of these. Oh, yeah, I know about all these, man. I want to get me one of these. Takes out an egg from his refrigerator, puts it on a little paper plate, puts it inside, turns the dial. Who knows what he's doing? We're all just, I'm just ignoring him. I don't even like the guy. He wrote me up a week ago for not having my hat on. F you, okay, so I'm here. So you hear this thing going now. A lot of, not like it is now where it's relatively quiet. This thing was loud, grinding away, you know. And then he, you know, so he opens it up, takes the egg out, and goes, I don't know if it's cooked yet. He puts it back in. We don't know anything about microwaves, okay, at all. They had a manual sitting there. Nobody reads the manual, okay. And then I have no idea how long you put it in there, but I'm sure it was longer than it's supposed to be. And I don't even know if to this day if you can even do if you can microwave an egg in a shell. I don't know, can we? I don't think you can. I don't know. My ladies over here, I don't think so. I don't know. But anyway, so I don't know how long it was in there, but he comes out and he gets a napkin. He goes, yeah, he gets some salt. Again, talking to no one. I don't get that. He goes, yeah. He starts sprinkling the egg shell. He goes, yeah, I like to eat the shells. It's good for your fiber. Again, did anybody ask you? Okay. Takes a bite. Well, it exploded. Okay. And I'm talking about, this is what it sounded like. It was like, pop, like that. And then, I mean, it was righteous, like a muffled small firecracker. And then the fizzle, like, you know, because that obviously whatever was in it shot out. Shot out all right. 3rd degree on his upper lip. 3rd degree on his bridge here in the nose. What do they call that part here? Egg, cooked egg. It's cooked. Went up into the sinus cavities, all the way up above his eyebrows. Okay, where you have a cold and all that mucus comes out. Now it's got eggs in there. Okay. He does that. Of course, as soon as that happens, everybody looks at him and he just faints. And you know he fainted because he went straight down. You know, he didn't just one of these faking fakes. He was down. He's laying there, you know. Now here's what competent, this is what you pay our taxes for, okay? Competent police officers, about 8 of us in there. Various ages, various years in the department. You know, I had 2 years, this guy with 5 years, there's trained officers in there, they're over there. Everybody just stops and looks at him. You'd think it'd be somebody running over like TV where, oh my gosh, are you okay? You know, give me the paramedics, you know, give me the heart pump. You know, everybody just kind of like, somebody says, is he okay? I don't know. We're having a line seminar here, okay? The guy goes, well, somebody should check his pulse. All right. This is the speed we're talking. I'm just sitting back in the corner. I'm with my partner. I don't like the guy. I was going to give him one of these, you know. Hey, you know, the Italian, schipolza. I don't know what that means. My dad told me that. I have no idea what it means. So somebody goes over, you know, does the old 2 finger on the neck, you know. They go, well, he's got a pulse. Is he breathing? They're looking down there. Yeah, he's breathing. All right. And the 2 doctors got up and went over and sat down. This 3 or 4 minutes goes by, nobody's doing anything. And I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh. And then one guy says, maybe we should tell somebody. Yeah, what do you think? Well, he's breathing, you can see him breathing. I mean, he's okay, you can see he's all right. He's like he's asleep. You know, he's laying there. Egg all over his face. Isn't that double meaning? Anyway, so somebody says, okay, let's go get somebody. This is before he had cameras in the hallways and all that stuff. So one of the guys walks down the hallway, okay, tells the watch commander, and I found out later on, he walks into the watch commander just before, it's kind of like somebody going on stage, you know? They're in the back behind the stage. I was in acting when I was in college. You're yourself, right? And then you take that first step. Now you're acting, right? So he was by himself, and then when he got to the watch manager, all of a sudden he jumps in and goes, oh my gosh, Sergeant so-and-so just had egg. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like it just happened 10 seconds ago, okay? Talk about an Academy Award, okay? And so the 2 sergeants get up, they run down the hallway, and he's running with them, and I see him running behind him, and he's got a big smile on his face, but they can't see his face. And we're all like, now we see him coming, so we're all like hovering now, you know, oh my gosh, you know, like really give a crap, okay? That was pretty funny, okay? So they go down, you all right? And now he's starting to come to, we call that the chicken. We used to choke people out. When they get their air back, they start jerking. We call that doing the chicken. He was like jerking because he's getting his wits about him, so to speak. He didn't have any wits. Anyway, so he started to get up, and all of a sudden he feels the pain. You know, you know. So what happened? I think an egg exploded. Oh my gosh, my God! And we're all like, oh, this is horrible. Oh my gosh, you know. When they just line us up in one perfect line and go, this is horrible. Altogether would have been as phony as what we did in there. Anyway, so they picked them up and out the door they go, you know, the sergeants with their sergeant, red lights and siren, phew, you know. As soon as they leave, we all look at each other. Maybe some more coffee. Yeah, I need an ice cream. I mean, we could care less because we hated his guts. He built this thing and this beast, and now it turns against him. Okay, that was it for that. He just took off, and everybody's like it never happened. Kind of like, you know, you have a bucket of water, and you splash it, and you wait 8 seconds, and all of a sudden all the ripples and everything, and then all of a sudden like it never happened. Okay, big deal. There's egg all over the wall. Oh well, we got the custodial to clean that up. I'm not in the cleaning business. That was it. Found out he took off, like had to take off a week because he had third-degree burns here, inside here. They had to go in and take. I don't know how they did that. I have a lady here behind the camera. I think they had to go in there and get it. Okay, they can't just let it sit in there unless they wait for him to blow it out when he gets a cold. They got to go in there and get that egg out of there, right? Am I correct? Yeah. So I don't know what kind of probe to do that. Oh, geez, you know, oh my gosh, you know. So he was off for like 2 weeks, came back, and never knew that nobody. He thought he came around thanking a lot of guys at roll call. Hey, thanks, guys, you know, because he found out who was there, because the other sergeants told him other guys were concerned about him. I want to throw up. And they helped him. We didn't do nothing. We just sat around and just hated his guts, okay? But he was thanking everybody. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, fine. He had this big, big bandage on his mouth, and they couldn't put him in the field for a while because it looks bad for the public. Doesn't want to see some kind of grotesque Frankenstein with this thing on his nose. So that was pretty funny. We just laughed every time we saw him. Hey, how's it going? And now he's like, now he's waving at us. Oh, yeah, well, are you okay? Oh, man, really concerned about you. Yeah, right. Kiss my you-know-what. Talk about, that's terrible. It really was terrible. And it was pretty funny. No, actually, it was real funny, okay, that we did that to him. I'm sorry, but I don't appreciate that. I didn't cause it, and we want to make sure he's okay. We're not going to let him die here, obviously, but he was fine, so, that's the way it goes. Sometimes you just, you reap what you sow, and that's what he did. Never knew we did it. Never knew we did it, which is pretty funny. Okay. So, if I have enough time, I got a lengthy story coming up on the next one. Okay, looks like I got not enough time, so I'm going to come back for another segment, and this involves a racist supervisor. You'll like this one, it's pretty good. All right, we'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.